investigations, alerts, breaking news.
Ain't nothing like Kansas, but it's true.
A rare sight as a tornado touches down in Kern County. We're live from where it hit with the man who saw it all happen.
And that tornado not the only one affecting the winter storm seen in Kern County. Which areas are now under piles of snow and how long it could last?
And all the crazy weather due to this big low pressure system, which is not done yet. Eyewitness News at 5 begins right now.
Broadcasting live in high definition. This is KBAK Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. Outside, I'm Courtney Bryant.
And I'm Kurt Rivera. We've seen lots of winter here in Kern County over the last 24 hours. We've seen wind, rain, snow, and even a tornado touching down.
Tonight we have team coverage on this wild weather, starting out with reporter Adam Herbets live in Kernville tonight, where residents are dealing with a fresh blanket of snow.
And Katia Hall is in Bear Valley Springs with lots of snow there as well.
She has more on why residents say it could be good for their economy. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Miles Muzio is on standby in the Weather Center with more rain and snow, whether that could be on the way.
But first, we head out to our Tom Murphy, who's live in McKittrick, or near there, where a tornado actually touched down today. Tom?
Hey guys, we're here in the oil fields, about 10 miles north of the intersection of Highway 33 and Highway 58. We're actually technically in McKittrick right now, and I want you to look over my shoulder behind me at the field that you see there, the oil field, because earlier today all eyes were on that oil field because that's where that Kern County tornado touchdown that we've been talking about all day long. Now, we are still waiting on some of the classifications and some of the exact information on that tornado, but so far here's what we know. The National Weather Service says it was about 50 yards wide. It traveled about a half mile, and between 11:40 and 11:50 was when it touched down on the ground. So it was on the ground for about 10 minutes. Now, we're still waiting for the exact categorization as far as what EF number it is. If you're unfamiliar with tornadoes, and obviously tornadoes are pretty rare in Kern County, it goes from EF0, which is the safest, least dangerous, to EF5, which is the most dangerous types of tornadoes that you usually hear about. I spoke to Miles on the phone about 15-20 minutes ago. He says this will be categorized as either an EF0 or an EF1, but no larger than that. Now, meanwhile, all day long we've been getting pictures, we've been getting videos from our viewers on Facebook, and I'm joined now by one of those eyewitnesses, Randy Dubois, and Randy is an oil field worker out here. Randy, you're with Pros Incorporated out here. First of all, just tell me what you saw today.
Me and Manuel Torres were leaving a well that we were testing for old Casey Torres and Tom Fisher, and on our way out, we looked over and Manuel pointed out which looked like a tornado. I kind of laughed it off, and it was a tornado.
What's going through your head at that point?
It was pretty intense. Never seen something like that before. Our guys, old Nick Farley and Horatio, actually were the guys who got the photos out here while working up by Simrick. They got the good pictures, but it was insane. You know, you think about it, and, you know, on my bucket list to see one, and believe it or not, I can't believe I've seen it here in Kern County.
So you wake up today, it's a Monday, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I got to go into work today, and all of a sudden you get this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it was intense. I thought I'd have to go back to Oklahoma or something to go see one. So, no, it was insane. Something you don't see every day, you know, kind of like the snow in '99.
All right, Randy Dubois from Pros Incorporated. Thank you so much for hanging out in the thanks for hanging out in the oil field with us. We really appreciate it. Now, how's this for a fun fact, you guys? I spoke to Miles, like I mentioned before, and he said 22 years ago to the day was when there was a tornado actually in McFarland. So we had a tornado on February 23rd, 1993. That my math might be wrong on that, but we had a tornado in McFarland on February 23rd, and now another tornado here in McKittrick on February 23rd. So it seems like this is the day if you're expecting tornadoes in Kern County. Now, when we started this morning talking about what Eyewitness News at 5 was going to look like today, we knew the weather would be the issue. We knew the weather would be the top story. We didn't think it would be a tornado. We thought it was going to be the snow. So Katia Hall is in Bear Valley Springs now, and she has that snow report. Katia?
Thanks, Tom. Wow, what some exceptional weather we have seen over the past 24 hours. And as you can see, I'm standing in some of that extreme weather right now. We are up in Bear Valley Springs. About 1.5 inches of snow has fallen so far in the Bear Valley Springs area. And I tell you, it is cold outside. It's 37 degrees up here in Bear Valley Springs. If you take a live look behind me, take a look at that. This cold weather making way for a beautiful, picturesque moment. We see some of that snow covering the rooftops, even some of the driveways, making way for a difficult commute for some Bear Valley Springs residents today. But some of this weather does have its plus sides. Now, the Bear Valley Springs area has seen about 1.5 inches of snow in elevations 5,500 feet and above, and about 5 inches of snow at about 6,500 feet. And for some local businesses like Bear Valley Country Market, which is smack dab in the middle of all the snowfall, they say the snow actually helps draw in more customers.
That when it snows, we actually get a little bit busier. So people come in for like coffee because we have the pre-made coffee and we've got the grill.
Everyone we talked to today all agree that the snow is much needed. However, despite all the snowfall, it is not enough to take us out of the exceptional drought category. And Adam is out on the other side of Kern County, and there's snow falling that fell there last night. Adam, back to you.
All right, Katya, thank you. I gotta say, where I'm standing right now, a little warmer, I presume, and definitely a lot drier. But if you take a look in these mountains up there, I'm willing to bet that up in those mountains, we saw at least a foot of snow, probably 2 feet of snow. And that's huge for this community here in Kernville, a community that relies so much on tourism here in the Lake Isabella area. And this is a community that has been so starved for snow and rain for such a long time. Tractors have been working all day to keep these roads safe and dry near Alta Sierra. Feet of snow that people have been waiting for a long time.
Well, this is the best one yet right here.
Snow in the mountains is supposed to be commonplace.
It used to be, but we've been in a drought for 3 years.
Now it's what this community calls a blessing.
Yeah, the trees are hurting. They need water.
I'd say this is the worst I've seen it in 70 years.
So what we're looking at right now is these snow packs up in the trees, and this is a pretty small one, but the crews that we've talked to say that if they're bigger, those snow packs could fall on someone, and that could be dangerous. But here the snow is soft and fluffy. Even our four-legged friends love it. And this reporter will be the first to admit that sometimes it is all fun and games.
It's really, really fun.
Yeah, we feel blessed. This is really a nice spot.
So to everybody that's blessed with snow, this family warns, enjoy it while it lasts.
10 years ago, we would probably have 2 or 3 feet on the ground for a couple months.
A couple months would be very generous right now. Right now, what we're looking at, according to that family, at most, that snow will probably last maybe 2 weeks, and will definitely be dwindling from there. And at our temperature up there, what we got was about 30 degrees Fahrenheit, so not that cold. The sun is shining where I am right now, but we're going to throw it out back to you in studio. Miles Musio, I'm wondering, Mr. Weatherman, Mr. Meteorologist, can you make some sense out of this for us? Miles.
Well, we had a lot of weather today. In fact, we had more types of weather in one day than I've seen in a long time. And of course, the snow up in the mountains. Let's take a look at radar and see where it is right now. Currently, we have a thunderstorm just to the west of Bakersfield. Earlier, of course, today we had the tornado, and it is this system right here that you saw just a moment ago. Not that one. It's going to come back in just a second here. It is this one right here. That was the tornadic cell that moved up just to the north of McKittrick, just to the south of Blackwell's Corner. And currently, we do have some thunderstorm activity, as you can see, right here, right there, a couple of bolts of lightning. That will continue to move into the Bakersfield area over the next few hours. Also snow up in the mountains, but the snow is generally coming to an end, although down in the Fraser Park area, I couldn't help but notice we do have some significant snow up in the Pine Mountain Club area at this time. And it's all part of a big system which continues to move on through. Once again, there is that tornado, very photogenic, that we had earlier today. But not just that, we had some heavy rain late last night and early this morning out around Lost Hills. In fact, you can see some ponding and some significant rain there. I noticed one indication of a lot of rain and some cars stuck in the water earlier up there. on the Lost Hills area near I-5. And of course, thank you, Cindy, for this beautiful shot from Bear Valley Springs. Right now here in Bakersfield, it's 58 degrees outside, and we've got 62% humidity. Temperatures are cool all across the region. You can see temperatures in the 50s and 60s. 58 degrees now in Bakersfield, and 40s up in the Kern County mountains. There's that low-pressure system, which is still around, and we're going to see a chance for a few showers continuing probably through about 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Some small hail possible. We've had reports of that from Lamont and also in the Taft area. Temperatures will be dropping down to around 32 degrees, with still a chance for a thunderstorm in the Kern County mountains as well. Snow levels right now about 5,000 feet. Things are looking a little bit better, but it has been one photogenic day, and with more on that aspect of it, here's Eyewitness News reporter Kendall Nunley with a few more pictures. Kendall?
Hey, Miles, thank you. So whether it was rain in the valley or snow blanketing our mountains, photos through email and social media flooded into our newsroom from all across the county. So let's take a look at some of those pictures sent in by viewers like you. To start things off, this is from Adnan Alvarado in Tehachapi. You can see the tire marks and the snow there. And let's take a look at this next one. This one came from Christopher Rankin. This is from Alta Sierra. He got creative to show us all just how much snow they got up there using a back scratcher for measurement. That's pretty funny there. They got about 1.5 inches, as you can see. Also from Alta Sierra, this one posted onto our Facebook page. Moving on over to Diana Palmer, over to Oak Creek Canyon. You can see this is so scenic. It looks just like a holiday postcard. This next one coming from Lindsay Crosby from Bear Valley Springs. A beautiful photo from the sky all the way down to the snow on the ground. This one from Janice from Lake Isabella. This came into our Facebook page as well. Definitely such a cute photo. She titled it Lake is a Puddle. Then, of course, the big news of the day, the tornado. Henry Rivera from Taft captured this moment. You can see the dirt was blowing up all around that tunnel there. And also happening today throughout the entire county, we had hail. Patty sent this one in not too long ago, and you can see the hail on the ground there. This came from Lamont. Now, if you would like to see the full gallery of viewer photos, just head to our website. That's BakersfieldNow.com. And like always, you can send us photos of any news events as it is happening. It's as easy as going to our Facebook and posting the image there, or you could find us, or you can email us, at news@BakersfieldNow.com. Reporting live in studio, Kendall Nunley, Eyewitness News. Courtney.
All right, Kendall, thank you. Officers are blaming the rain for a crash that sent a man to a hospital. The CHP says a car rolled over on Highway 99 just after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon near Highway 46. Officers say a 37-year-old Clovis man was thrown from the car. He was sent to the hospital with major injuries. No one else was hurt. The CHP says it appears heavy rain and speed were factors in the crash.
A man accused of manslaughter in a deadly hit-and-run pleads not guilty. Jonathan Montiel is accused of hitting 43-year-old Saul Ayala while he was riding his bike last Tuesday. Ayala was killed, and police say Montiel drove away. He was arrested 2 days later. Ayala is now being charged with vehicular manslaughter, hit-and-run, and destroying or concealing evidence. He's due back in court next week.
Bakersfield police are searching for a man wanted for annoying a juvenile rather. This is a composite image of the man. Police say on February 19th he approached 2 young girls on Chico Street while they were walking to school. Police say he stopped in the middle of the street and made vulgar gestures towards them. One of the girls says he had done the same thing at least twice before. Police say the man was driving a silver or gray 2000s model 4-door sedan with rare tinted windows. If you have any information, call police.
The deadline to sign up for health care insurance has been extended in California. Covered California's director says the state exchange is offering a new deadline of April 30th for people to sign up and avoid a tax penalty. He says the new deadline is designed for people who say they weren't aware they would face a penalty for being uninsured. Right now, as many as 600,000 people could face a penalty under the Affordable Care Act. So far, 1.4 million Californians have signed up for private insurance.
West Coast ports are getting back to work, but we discover impacts at local recycling centers. The bottleneck here and what's ahead.
And nutty but true, the breakthrough study regarding peanut allergies and what scientists are doing to dramatically reduce the allergic risk.
The world at war, the possibility of a World War III, and why some experts believe we are closer to it than any time in the past 6 decades.
And low pressure is still right here, right now. We're not done yet with the wild weather on this Monday. It looks like it'll be drier, though, going into tomorrow, but more rain before the weekend. I'll tell you about that